to Yoga Unfolded. I'm Katie with a Lotus in Bloom, and today we're gonna unfold plank pose. So if you caught my last installment of Yoga Unfolded, then you'll see that we did downward facing dog. I broke down the pose and went through it step by step, some warm-ups and basically the mechanics of the pose of getting into it, modifications, variations. And here in plank, we're actually going to be using a lot of the same basic mechanics and body positioning. You're going to be putting equal weight into the palms and into the feet. The only difference here, or well, I guess the main difference between downward dog and plank are that in downward dog, you kind of make a triangle with your hips high up in the air and your head down towards the ground. In plank, you're going to be flat and straight, just like a board. So one of the reasons why plank is a really important pose to build strength and stamina and really get comfortable in is because it's used as a transition. So when you're kind of going from like a sun salutation back into downward facing dog, or from like a lunge pose into something else, I mean, it's just a really great foundation to have in yoga. Not to mention, like I said, it's a big core strength builder and can really help you kind of take your practice to the next level. So I really hope that you guys find this helpful, and let's go ahead and get started. Join me on the mat. So first we're going to start off in a nice easy table here. We learned this in our last video with downward facing dog, and I'm just going to simply demo plank by stretching back through my heels, tucking my navel into the spine, giving you guys a cheesy smile, and yeah, just stacking the joints, making sure everything's nice and straight. It's a really good core workout here, and you can just come back into table whenever you're ready. And believe it or not, I'm going to blow your mind, this is actually the most basic form of plank. So if at any time plank becomes too challenging, you get tired, your form starts to get compromised, you can start there. So you can always come back to table. You can even, as I'm demonstrating here, always just use one leg at a time, just playing with your balance, playing with your strength, seeing what works for you. Just make sure you do the same thing on both sides. So again, here we're in a nice plank. I'm giving you guys a cheesy smile just to let you know how much fun I'm having, and we're going to return to table. And continuing on, again starting here in a nice table, I'm going to show you guys some different elevation variations. So you can come down onto your forearms. Sometimes this provides a little more stability, and then you can also practice coming back up. So this is a good way to build strength whether you're in full plank or on your knees. Again, you can come down onto the forearms, just ensuring that you keep reaching back through the heels, keep your navel tucked, keep the joints stacked. And there I just did a little stretch into a mini downward facing dog / dolphin, and here I am in devotional, just showing you guys a resting pose. Here we are back in table and stretching back through the heels. Now I'm going to be showing you a few more variations that you can do, just again playing with balance and strength. Again, just reminding you, you can put one leg down if you need to, you can drop both knees anytime you feel like your form is being compromised or the pose just becomes a challenge. So here we go, we're going to twist to the side, lift one arm up, again try to stack all those joints in a nice straight line, keeping the abdominals tucked. You can always drop one leg if you need to, just make sure that your knee is as far under your hips as you can get it. And what we do to one side, we're going to do to the other, so come back into plank. And you can roll to the other side, and again just lifting that arm up, nice straight stacked joints. Drop a knee if you need to, especially if it starts to hurt your wrist or lower back. If you have weak wrists, please feel free to drop a leg. And yeah, so now we're back in plank. And we're going to come back in a table for our next variation, and I'm going to show you guys again some things you can play with once you kind of get plank down. You can lift a leg, and that again is an additional challenge for the abdominals and for your balance. And you can just sort of start to play with bringing one leg up and then the other. You can also do this in table and still receive some great strength and stamina building benefits just by lifting one leg and then the other. Just make sure both sides are equal and the joints stay stacked, the navel pressing into the spine. Go ahead and relax in table, or if you get tired, take a nice devotional rest. So again, we're here in table, and next I'm going to show you a few variations using your legs. Nice abdominal crunch here. You can bring your knee into your forehead. And I would only recommend trying this after you have mastered holding one foot off the ground for a few moments. You can also bring your legs up to the sides, nice oblique work here. Or you can swing your leg across the body and get a nice transverse abdominis crunch. Again, stretching back through the heels once you bring your leg back, or you can simply bring the leg to meet the opposite elbow. So again, I would work first on just lifting one leg, getting comfortable with that. But of course, all of these exercises can be done as well in table position. So if you need a variation, if you have weak wrists or you're having trouble with your low back, you can certainly use this to build proper form and strength and stamina. And again, bringing the knee out to the tricep or the elbow, whatever you can reach, just giving the side body a nice crunch and abdominal workout. So finally, I'm just going to show you how to tuck the toes and transition from your modified plank or table into downward facing dog. Again, we're making our triangle here. We learned this in our last video, so I'm just showing you how it all pieces together and transitioning out of down dog back into table or modified plank and back into downward facing dog, and we're going to go for full plank now. Make any adjustments as needed, and there you have it. So that's it for Yoga Unfolded Plank. And if you liked this video and found it helpful, please thumbs it up and subscribe to my channel to see more videos just like it. I'll be listing also after this video all of the wonderful health benefits that you just gave your body by doing plank pose and or some of its variations. And feel free to leave me comments if there are any poses that you want to see unfolded, if you want me to break down any challenging poses or even simple poses that you just don't seem to get. I'm your girl. I'm more than happy to go through them with you, and I really just want this channel to be for you guys. So if there's anything that you need or anything you want to see, go ahead and leave that down in the comment section, and I'll be more than happy to check that and take some requests. Again, I'm Katie with the Lotus and Bloom. Thanks so much for watching Yoga Unfolded, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye.
We bide our time, though the time is fine.